Hello everyone. I am out here in nature cutting grass at the farm, and it's always such a beautiful meditative moment. And I got to thinking about my dear friend Trisha. Hi Trish, if you're watching. You have been my inspiration today about your struggles with your health. And good on you for taking the surrender path. I wanted to feel into that for a moment, using your situation as an example. And as an observer of my soul, I can now express the deeper layers and the deeper reasons of why I believe a certain way. And in this video, I would like to talk about why I chose to believe a different narrative. Why I chose to believe that I'm gonna have to move out of the sun, it's getting warm. Why I changed from my belief in Father God, having my back, and Father God creating me, and sending me down here to have this earth life. Why I changed away from Father God and switched to the concept that our soul plans every detail for our incarnation. Our own higher soul makes all the plans, not God separately from us. And the reason, and I'm going to be transparent here, of course. I'm always transparent now, because truth is all that matters to me, and I want to be truthful in myself. I look at a lot of things through the psychological lens. I am letting my soul speak, or I'm observing my soul speak. I observe the feeling of my soul and then try to express it. I find it psychologically, in my case, easier to bear when a physical struggle, or any struggle in this life, comes upon me, to believe that my higher soul has planned it that way. That grants me an extra layer of peace and removes a layer of anxiety. You see, I was a Christian before, and I held firmly to the belief that God has my back, right? That I could ask anything and God will have my back. Well, I'm sorry to say that God has let me down. And that's an awful, terrible abandonment wound to experience from your ultimate parent, your ultimate father, when he is not there showing up in your dire need. And this dire need was when my mom died from cancer. And not only that, I know there is hundreds, if not thousands, of dear souls out there who have felt that letdown from God in the most crucial times. If you haven't felt it yet, trust me, you are going to get to feel that at one point in your life. And the sense of abandonment and betrayal is so hurtful, so hurtful. I had to pick myself up from that and find a way to keep on living. And the best way to do that for me um, was to shift from this belief that a separate God, a higher Father, has my back and is looking out for me, because that has proven to be untrue. But if I transfer this onto my own higher soul, my spirit, um, planning and orchestrating my life, like I said, that has removed the anxiety of waiting for someone else to rescue me, right? If something were to happen to me now, some terrible terminal disease, um, it would be much easier to surrender to that with the knowing, with the belief that my higher soul planned this and I don't have to get all stressed out. I don't have to try and save myself and hope for the best, hope that I get a healing. The odds with God, if I say 50-50, I think those odds are high if you managed to end up getting a healing from God. But there's 50% where that doesn't happen, and it's just too vague, too unpredictable, too unreliable. Psychologically, I wasn't able to carry on with that pressure, with that uncertainty. But knowing and believing that my own higher soul has my back, um, there's never there's never ever a letdown, because someone else that supposedly controls my life, when I mean someone else, I mean someone other than my own soul. Uh, when I put my reliance on that other, um, there's always the anxiety involved with that. What if God doesn't come through for me? I don't know if I'm clear with trying to explain this. But my own higher soul, my sixth sense, my spirit, I feel so cradled knowing that it is me. And even if I were to have a terminal disease, I can never be separated from my beautiful soul. And I don't have any separate expectations because I'm one with my soul, and my soul is okay with surrendering. I am okay with surrendering to my soul plan. That makes life so peaceful. Regardless of what happens, my higher soul is always in control, even if it looks like my life is going out of control. It has been planned this way. And in this knowing, in this planning, my own soul has planned this, not someone else has planned something for me, has such a cradling effect on me, and I feel such peace. I don't know if any of this made sense to you, but yeah, I don't believe in a separate God having my back anymore, because that's not true. Like I said, at one point in your life, you are going to experience the divine disappointment, which is meant to drive you back into yourself, into your own arms, into the arms of your higher soul. And that is where true peace is found, regardless of what happens in this life, in this world. You're forever cradled in the arms of your divine soul.